LaTisha has officially filed for divorce from Mars. But the true reason behind her decision is far more shocking than anyone expected. For years, she stood by him through rumors, online criticism, and constant accusations, choosing love and family over gossip. But according to insiders, what finally pushed her to walk away wasn't anger, it was heartbreak. She allegedly discovered that Mars had been cheating with none other than Stormi, a woman she filmed with, laughed with, and trusted on national TV. This wasn't a stranger. It was someone inside her circle, and that level of betrayal shook her to her core. While Mars continued dodging cheating questions over the years with jokes and smirks instead of clear answers, LaTisha defended him every step of the way, even when fans and castmates urged her to see the red flags. But this past year, everything about her shifted. Her smile, her energy, her body language, and viewers noticed. Behind the scenes, private messages and photos between Mars and Stormi reportedly began circulating, sparking whispers that grew too loud to ignore. Instead of exploding publicly, LaTisha went silent, pulling back while quietly meeting with lawyers months before filing. She reviewed finances, checked business documents, and protected everything she helped build so she wouldn't walk away with nothing. The divorce isn't just emotional. It's tied to money and legal responsibilities. Because LaTisha wasn't just Mars's wife, she was his business partner, and her name is on their companies. Insiders say some documents she provided raised serious concerns, not to hurt him, but to shield herself from any financial mess he may have created. Meanwhile, the cast's reaction has been telling. Mars is unusually quiet. Morris is urging him to come clean. Kimmy isn't defending him, and Stormi has gone silent online. This betrayal didn't just end a marriage, it publicly humiliated a woman who spent years protecting her family. Yet instead of falling apart, LaTisha is rising. She's rebranding, removing her name from joint businesses, demanding audits, and taking her power back while investors step away and projects stall. The empire Mars built is crumbling, production is worried, and castmates are scared to get pulled into the fallout. And the wildest part? This is just the beginning. If more receipts emerge, or if Stormi or Mars speak out, this could become the biggest scandal the show has ever seen. But one thing is certain, LaTisha has moved on with quiet strength. And now the entire world is watching as the truth slowly comes to light. And while LaTisha rebuilds her life with a calm confidence, the storm brewing around Mars is only getting stronger. People close to production say there's a tension on set that everybody feels a heaviness, like the cast is waiting for something big to drop. Some are avoiding filming with Mars altogether, afraid that anything they say might end up dragged into court or leaked online. Others are keeping their distance from Stormi, unsure of what she'll say or how deep her involvement truly goes. The show's producers are scrambling behind the scenes, trying to figure out how to navigate a storyline that has suddenly become bigger than television. This isn't just drama for ratings anymore. This is real life, with real consequences, real reputations on the line, and real families in the middle of the fallout. Meanwhile, fans are divided, some shocked, some saying they've seen it coming for years, and others waiting for the day LaTisha finally tells her side of the story. And when she does, it could change everything. Because no one knows what she's holding back, the proof she gathered, or the conversations that happened off camera. What's clear, though, is that LaTisha has stepped into a new chapter with grace. While Mars is facing a reality he can no longer joke or dodge his way out of. The truth is unraveling piece by piece, and once the final thread pulls, this may turn into the most explosive fallout the show has ever seen. A scandal that could redefine every relationship in the cast and expose secrets that people hoped would never see daylight. And as the dust settles, one thing becomes undeniable. LaTisha's silence was never weakness. It was strategy. And now the consequences of that silence are shaking the entire Huntsville world from the inside out. And while the cast tiptoes around the tension, viewers can feel that a major shift is coming, the kind that changes the entire direction of a show. Because once a marriage as central as LaTisha and Mars's collapses, everything around it begins to crack too. friendships get tested, allegiances shift, storylines break open. People who once smiled together on camera now avoid each other behind the scenes. Even production insiders say the atmosphere feels different now, heavier, unpredictable, almost like everyone is waiting for the next bombshell to drop. And the truth is, it's coming. Because scandals like this never stay contained. They grow, twist, spread, and eventually explode. What makes this situation even more intense is that LaTisha isn't the one talking. She hasn't made a public statement, she hasn't defended herself online, and she hasn't clapped back at anyone. She's letting the truth reveal itself slowly, piece by piece, and that silence is driving people wild. Every day, fans dig deeper, hunting for clues, old interactions, suspicious moments from past episodes that suddenly make more sense in hindsight. Some are rewatching seasons and pointing out scenes where Stormi and Mars seemed a little too comfortable. Others are pulling up interviews where LaTisha looked uncomfortable standing next to Stormi, as if she already knew something wasn't right. The dots are connecting and the picture forming is not pretty. Mars, on the other hand, can't hide forever. The longer he stays quiet, the guiltier he looks. And the longer Stormi avoids speaking, the more people assume she's trying to protect herself. But silence doesn't erase receipts. It doesn't erase screenshots. It doesn't erase the whispers that started this whole unraveling. And when those secrets finally hit daylight, whether through court filings, leaked texts, or someone inside the circle talking, the fallout will be bigger than anyone is prepared for. Meanwhile, LaTisha's glow has already begun. People close to her say she's focusing on the kids, her businesses, and rebuilding her identity outside of the marriage she carried for so long. She's aligning with new partners, new opportunities, and new projects that don't include Mars's name anywhere on them. And that's what scares him the most. Because the truth is, Mars didn't just lose a wife. He lost the backbone of his entire brand. The woman who protected him, supported him, defended him, and helped build everything he has. And now the person he thought would always be there is standing strong on her own, watching his world shake without lifting a finger. This is the shift that reality TV rarely captures. The real-life moment when a woman stops surviving and starts rising. And as this story continues to unfold, one thing is becoming clearer every day. Huntsville will never be the same. Fans can feel it. The cast can feel it. Production can feel it. And Mars, perhaps for the first time ever, is realizing that the consequences of his choices have finally caught up with him. The truth is circling, getting closer by the day, and when it hits, this show, this cast, and Mars himself will face a storm they can't